Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Monday, July 8th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 28 of 2024, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 85 degrees with a high of 89 and a low of 68. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, and most importantly, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who see this broadcast when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Alright guys, remember this is the place where we are united through coloring, right? And this is an emotional refuge for you to come in and relax and color your problems away. Alright. Whew. Let me finish setting up my second monitor so I can be sociable. Hello, Maggie. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to one and all. Hi, Mamie. Mamie. Hi, Kitty. Carmen, hello, thumb number 4. Hello, Linda, the 3 amigos, uno, dos, tres. Hello, Michelle. Hi, Dorothy. All right. So the format is that I always do a buddy color, a duet buddy color. This is from my book celebrating the 4th of July Jubilee. We've been working on our eagle sitting on the tree trunk. And then our next piece is from Tatiana Stilova, Vintage Classic Coloring, pages 4. And I've been showing you my ideas for doing this piece. I know some of you went ahead on Etsy and ordered the book so you could color along with that. You can see that I'm adding decorations to the pieces here. So I think it's turning out well. Okay. Hopefully everybody's having a decent day. Guys, how's your day today? Win, lose, or draw? Oh, Linda, sorry to hear that. Your power's been on and off all day. What's going on? Draw. Kitty, you got your glue for your gem from Walmart? Did you get your Elmer's washable, no-run school glue? Hi, Sandy. This stuff works great. I like the gel because it's thicker. Oh, you don't know why the power, no storms. Maybe because of the heat? Oh, and you got gems as well. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to be working the rest of this background later. I'm going to pop up into the fireworks and we'll play around with that. Maggie, you have a draw? Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to start with a flesh color, a peachy flesh. Let me swatch that for you. Maggie, how are you doing with all the storms in Texas? Hi, Julie. Okay, now we're going to start working in the center here. Now, the trick to this is we need to leave a little bit of that white. Maggie, you've had rain and wind, but nothing major. Oh, excellent. Because of course with you being in Texas and that storm hitting. Maggie, the family you were seeing at the end of the week got pounded and doesn't have power. Okay. Now, oh, hi, Rain. Hi, Jolly. Okay. Hello, Carmen. So I'm going to start up in this area up here, in the brighter area. And you're going to leave a center of white. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky because we're leaving white. This is going to be a majority of white down here. But it's going to be streaks. So I want you to notice that on the first fireworks, I'm coloring in the streaks. I'm sorry, coloring in the burst. But on the second one, we're leaving white in between. Hello, my Linda, thumb number 9. See the difference? So on this one, the majority of the firework is your peach. On the second one, the majority of your firework is white. All right. Then I'm going to come in with a yellow. I'm going to go back to my original burst and I'm going to add some yellow to that. Now again, don't color in that center. And I want you to notice that I'm pulling that yellow outward up into the burst up here. No problems, Jolly. And then I'm going to put some yellow, a little bit of yellow in between my peach, but don't put too much because you still want that white in there. White is part of the burst color. And then I'm going to come in with a light pink So let's see what we got here. And then I'm going to color these trails pink, light pink. Now, I want you to notice that on these trails, I'm leaving portions of white. So in other words, don't color your trails completely pink. Finger blend. Now we've got a little bit of a white streak here. Leave that alone, don't color it anything. And I'm going to bring down just a little bit, a hint of a pink, a little bit into the center, not too much. Now, I want you to think about this for a minute. The hottest part of a flame is white. That's why we've got white on this. And then, as it explodes into the color. Does that make sense? Now I'm just skimming over the top of my areas here that I'm making pink. Here's another little burst down here, so I'm going to leave that white because you want that white center. Finger blend. Okay, now around the outside of the firework, we've got these little bursties here. See that right here? same principle. We're going to have the white center and the pinkish burst. But as I get going out here, this is where the color of the firework is coming out. These little spots are going to be pink. Now, some of these little spots, when they're big enough, you can surround them with pink and still keep your white center. But when they get teeny tiny like this, you want to go ahead, you can color those in. But again, lightly. And again, notice on my streaks that those are just partial pink. Okay, let's see what we got. We've got a burst right here. Hold on, gotta find it for you. There we go. Those are gonna be white. Finger blend. Now I'm to the right here. I'm going to come back with a little bit of the yellow. And I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to some of these pink bursts. All right, let me pull out so you can see this. Check it out. Hey, Emily. Okay, now we have a lower burst right here. And I'm going to come in with a turquoise. Now, this burst here we don't have to really worry about a white core. I shouldn't say worry, that's not really the right word. But I am coloring this burst in such a way that the white still shows up from the strings. In other words, you want a very light blue and you want to spot color that. Again, don't quite color that in that white. We're just going to put the touches of the turquoise here. Hold on, guys, let me get some water. Okay, now I'm going to pop over to my second burst. We're going to come in with our flesh color, and we're going to leave, again, what? A white center. Yeah, actually, it's a Carnival Green 401. Jolly. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top of this. Notice that we have a little bit of the grouping of our light color. So I'm going to leave that white because that's like a secondary burst. We have a secondary burst right here, same thing. Leave that white center. Now, one thing that I do, and you may have noticed it in my coloring books, is that at times I will make things off center. And the reason that I do that is that it makes the piece more exciting. So I'm not going to put my white burst up here. I'm going to move it over to the side a little bit. And I want you to keep that technique in mind. If you look at some of my coloring books, you'll notice that the image is a little bit off center at times. So I'm going to bring that white over to the side here. Who's coloring this with me tonight? And then I'm going to bring in my yellow. And I'll mingle that color with the peach. Now I'm going to come back and add a little more peach to that yellow in some spots. Finger blend. And then as I get further out, this is where we're going to have our pink. Now again, I want you to notice that I'm not coloring all of the burst here. In pink, I'm leaving a little bit of white. So, for example, when we do this upper, oh, I don't want to do that. Don't go up that far with your pink. Boo-boo. When I go up with my pink on some of these lines, notice that I'm leaving gaps. color these bursts like you're coloring fine hair. And don't forget to turn your pencil. And I'm going to finger blend that. Play with it, guys. Now be sure that you pace me in doing these fireworks because I'm showing you a specific technique. Okay, let me pull out. Okay. Okay, Sandy, thank you. Anybody having any problems? Now I'm going to come in with my turquoise. And I want you to notice that I'm not coloring in that burst. Now remember, on all your colors that you're doing, you want to leave a little bit of white. Even especially on these stringers. I'm going to put a little blue over here. Or turquoise, I should say. Okay. A little bit more pink here. And then my turquoise. We've got a little burst here, white in the center. So I've got that blue on the outside. And then I'm going to work my way up towards the top. So the colors that we have on these fireworks are what? Our peach, our yellow, pink, blue, and what? White. Hey, Kathy. I'm going to add a little bit of blue around the edges of that burst. Same here. And then because I'm only partially coloring the burst here with the blue, it's ending up in what? Blue and white, right? Let me pull out once again so you can see the effect. Finger blend. If you have the heebie-jeebies about using your finger, use a paper towel over the tip of your finger. Oh, Kathy, I saw your partial message. Dave was released from... Okay. Now, since I already have my turquoise in my hand, I'm going to go to the far right and I'm going to pop in the turquoise on this particular firework. And notice again, I'm leaving white on the spider legs, that's what I'll call it. Dave was released from rehab and is now an outpatient for rehab. Oh, wonderful. Oh my gosh, God is good. Everybody see how I'm spot coloring in that blue? Or I really should say turquoise. He's happy and scared at the same time. What is he scared of? Okay, now these little dots around the outside, we're going to put some turquoise on there. And notice if the dot is big enough, I'm leaving a little bit of the white on there. Kathy, what is he scared of? Finger blend. And notice how I've got that white center looking a little cockeyed, right? It goes up and then down to the left. Guys, are you having as much fun doing these fireworks as I am showing it to you? Okay. That spot right there is a little blotch that I accidentally got on there. Oh, you gotta love it. We'll just call that a little extra firework burst. Okay. Let's do the center of this one here. His balance isn't 100% yet, and his vision is still a little off. Someone was always at the hospital. There will be times he's alone due to everyone working. Kathy, he needs an Apple Watch. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my yellow. Again, notice that my burst is a little bit off center. It's over here. I'm going to finger blend that. Now, this burst here, I'm going to do in pinks. Oh, he has an Apple Watch. Excellent. Kathy, he needs to make sure that fall detect is activated on it. Okay, this next burst is pink as well. And let's go ahead and make this burst pink. And I'm going to come in with a little bit of yellow. Hallelujah, amen, amen. Sing it with me. Dave is better. Dave is better. Dave is home and getting better. Well, hello, Thomas. Oh, that was loud. All right, now I'm going to bring some pink up into the right. Now pay attention to where I'm ending the pink. And again, notice that I'm not completely coloring over the line. I'm leaving some white on that line. Amy, you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Okay, I'm going to use a light gray and get rid of that blotch. Same over here. Okay. Let me pull out. Gonna add a little bit of pink here. Now, guys, when you're doing these pink spiders here, pink and blue, I don't want you to be, I want you to relax when you're doing them. I don't want you to feel that you have to hit every single burst line that I'm hitting. In other words, attempt to hit the lines, but if you miss it, you miss it. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my turquoise. And I want you to notice, for lack of a better description, that I'm just swishing on that blue color. Relax. Turn your pencil when you pick it up. As Thomas would say, let the pencil do the work. Now, we've got a bunch of little dots here. Go ahead and cover those up with your blue. Not cover up, color them with your blue. Takes you 2 seconds. Okay, now I'm up at the top here. Okay, Amy, thank you. And again, notice how I'm leaving patches of white. Anybody having any problems coloring this? Now, see this little burst right here? We'll leave that white. Okay, let me pull out. How are you guys doing with this? Any problems? Now, is yours going to look exactly like mine? Of course not. Hi, Allie. Allie, how are you doing today? Carmen, Jolly, Maggie, any problems with this? Okay, I need to use a tissue, so excuse me in advance. Well, hi, Patricia. Hello, Sarah. Oh, Amy, sorry to hear that. Okay. Oh, Sarah, you're only home now because I went to the hospital from work with dehydration and low potassium. Oh. I am a water hog. Okay. Payne's Gray. Oh, Sarah, it was yesterday. Okay. So I'm going to go over to the left here. Now, I'm not happy with these little white things. So I'm going to color them over. And I'm going to start coloring in the background around the fireworks. Now, as you color, you need to really think about what's going on. As you get further and further away from the fireworks, your background is going to get darker. So that's the background that I'm addressing right now. Let me pop over to the center here. Excuse me. And I want you to notice that I'm not wiping out these little teeny tiny white dots. I also want you to notice that as I'm coming into the firework, we're coming in with a little bit of a jagged edge. And I also want you to notice that our black coming down the center does not go all the way, I'm sorry, Payne's gray does not go all the way down. We have a lot of light area because of the firework burst here. Your sister may have to put her second cat down tomorrow due to mouth cancer. Sarah, that's exactly why I had to put one of my cats down. It was mouth cancer on the tongue. Okay, let me pull out just a little bit. I want you to notice that we have a slightly darker area right here, according to the grayscale. So we'll go ahead and put that in. Now, again, be careful of getting rid of your dots. Although I am going to get rid of them right here in the center. I want those fireworks bursts to really show up. Now I'm going to put some of my darker, just a little bit. See how I'm moving towards the center of that burst? Just a little bit. Don't go in very deep though. All right. Now I'm going to come in with my darker color right next to my eagle. But I'm not going to go over very far with it because we have this fireworks burst right here. So I'm going to blend that out. I'm going to go back to the other side of my eagle. and bring in a little bit of my darker color there as well. And then blend that out. Check out how cool that looks. Sarah, let's see, tonight you decided that you love the Color pencils. Cool. All right, let's go up to the top. Here's our darker color. Now, this picture is supposed to be like a watercolor picture. Oh, Sarah, you told me that you didn't like them before. See how we have our rough edges here because it's like a watercolor picture. That's why I'm not taking this black all the way out. I'm sorry, Payne's gray. Excuse me. Be careful you don't wipe out your feather here. Okay, I'm going to slide to the left. Payne's gray on this side to make that ragged edge. And then I'm going to go up to the top Sarah, I have the brush funners and colors. Okay, check out how I'm roughing out this edge. Julie, you've got the 520 set of the color. Yeah. I do too. Love them to death. And the colors don't have the quality problems that Prismas do. I especially like the reds. Sarah, my recommendation is that you go for the color. I can give you the affiliate link if you like. Sarah, I'm not sure I would trust Temu. Sandy, you get yours tomorrow. Cool. Okay, everybody see how I'm roughing in that edge? Castle pencils, they're okay. Let me put it to you this way. If I ran out of them from using them, I would not rebuy them. Oh, Mamie, you're anxious to see what's going to be on sale for Prime Days. Okay. Oh, Carmen, that's fine. I just have to do this because I don't have edge. I don't have edge-to-edge printing. Okay, let me pull out. Here's what we have so far. Now, at some point in time, I will be coming in with a lighter color around the fireworks. Okay, any questions about what I've done so far? Your piece should look approximately like this. And again, I'll be using a lighter gray around the fireworks because why? The sky's lit up. It's going to be a grayish blue. All right. I hope you're enjoying doing these fireworks. Next project. Okay. Sandy sent me a photo of her work so far. Let me zoom in on that. There you go. I think you're all going to enjoy your pictures. Okay. Let me pull out. What I like about the fireworks that I'm showing you is the very soft blending between each color. You don't want your colors to look streaky. Now, again, if you have a question about how fireworks should look it up on Google. All right. Who's coloring the princess picture with me? So last night I showed you how I was going to do the hair. We did an auburn color. I showed you how to add a light spot on the ladder from our lamp. And I think we're in pretty good shape with this. Carmen, you're coloring this with me. Okay. Oh, my Linda, I'm glad you like the hair. I'm happy with the way it came out. Okay, I'm going to work this center section here. I still have additional color to add on my yellow flowers down here. We'll get back to that. I like to move around. Okay, Sharpie marker black. Oh, Sandy, that's cool. The I Love Lucy from the postage book. Yeah, Postage Stamps Jubilee. That is a cool picture. Now, the reason that I'm using my black Sharpie marker here is because it's permanent and it won't smudge. Okay, Kathy, thank you. And the neat thing with the marker is you can, oh yeah, that one of Elvis turned out really well. Using the black, like I said, using the black Sharpie marker lets you edit a little bit. Sarah, the book is Postage Stamps Jubilee. And the entire book is pictures on stamps. Some of them are historical figures. I've got Lucy on it, Elvis, it's a pretty cool book. Maybe you'd have to go into the group, use the search, and type in the name Elvis. Alright, let me pull out. Yep, there's a flip through, I'm sure. Go into the catalog group, our library catalog. Do a search on postage stamp. Actually, the book is called Historical Postage Stamps Jubilee. I'll pop the link on it for you. Let me see if I can find this. Okay, in the coloring book catalog, I have not done a YouTube flip through, but I'm sure that you can find it in the group, because when I got the book I would have flipped through. Okay, I found the walkthrough for you. Hold on here. Oh, jolly, there you go. Thank you, Jolly. It's a pretty cool book. Okay, back to the subject at hand here. Now, what I'm going to do here is add a few more spots of black on this page. Guys, if you ever want to see a walkthrough of a book that I've done, because you know that normally when I get one in, I do it during the broadcast, just go into the group, type in walkthrough, and then the name of the book. Okay. Let's go ahead and add some more black here. Check out how cool that looks. There you go. Now, don't get carried away with your black. But I am adding enough just to balance this out. All right, one more area I'm going to pop it in for now. I think I'm going to sit tight for the moment. Okay, kitty, thank you. Actually, I am going to go with a black here because I'm going to make these sunflower type images. All right. And again, for me, it helps to outline and then color in. This is my Sharpie marker. Okay. Now, we have a mattress here that has these little triangles. Those are already dark. So I'm going to finish that off. With my black. Kathy, good night. Hope you sleep well as well. Would a little melatonin help you? Now, check out how much better this looks. I'll go back and get these dots. Okay, Thomas, you're still here. All right. This looks tons better. Okay. Now we can go back and add our dots. I'm going to use my bigger marker so that all I have to do is just tap once. Thomas, you said tomorrow night you won't be on time? Oh man, those loud M80s, doggone it. really feel sorry for the pets, you know. Okay, let me pull out. Looks like I missed a dot. See, you can really tell the difference. Okay. I'm going to use this medium green. If you have the colors, it is 124. They say it's dark green. I say that they're completely wrong. But that's just me. So now I'm going to go through and add this as my base color. And we need to, oh, okay, Thomas. So Kathy, tonight was coloring club. I was too tired to drive to the library. Oh, even though it's a short drive, when I don't sleep well, it affects my stomach. Oh, Thomas, you will be on time for live stream tomorrow. Gotcha. Now, again, notice I'm not pounding my pencil into the paper because why? We're going to do some shading and shadowing, right? Notice that I'm coloring with little circles just to keep this nice and even. And the trick is to keep your coloring one color shade-wise. In other words, you don't want dark in some area and lighters in others. Isn't that beautiful? Teacher, you said I have to tune in at 8 p.m. my time while I'm in Pennsylvania. What time is it in Pennsylvania?
In Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, it's 10:14 p.m.
Okay, Pennsylvania is 1 hour ahead of me. So you need to tune in at 6 p.m. Jolly, that is, that's all about taking your time. This is a great coloring exercise. Carmen, you're an hour ahead? Now, the way that I'm able to keep my pencil consistent is that I don't come in gangbusters with it. So, Thomas, are you clear that you need to come in at 6 p.m. in order to be on time? Okay, don't forget to turn your pencil. Thomas, what time is it right now? Your time. Okay, let's pull out. Carmen, you said you're in Pennsylvania? Okay, now I'm going to come in with a darker green. What time is it in Pennsylvania?
It's 10:19 p.m. in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
What time is it in Indiana?
In Indianapolis, Indiana, it's 10:19 p.m.
Okay. What time is it in Tennessee?
In Nashville, it's 9:20 p.m.
Okay, my time right now, it is 9:20 p.m. What time is it in Indiana?
In Indianapolis, Indiana, it's 10:20 p.m.
What time is it in Pennsylvania?
It's 10:20 p.m. in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay, everybody see this? Indiana and Pennsylvania are 1 hour ahead of me. So when I start at 7, I stand corrected. That's right. You need to start at 8. You need to be here at 8 o'clock your time. Yep. That's right. I'm a little sleep deprived at the moment, so that's why I was having problems with that. Thank you for the heads up. So Thomas, you want to tune in at 8 p.m. your time. You are 1 hour ahead of me. Okay, dark green. We're going to start shading in our wrinkles on this. Now, I want you to notice, like I did on the other piece, that I'm adding in some extra shading. All right, check out the edging that I'm putting on here. And I want you to notice that I'm also adding some lines up here at the top. The idea being is that we want this to look like this material is crinkled, that there's folds in it. All right, let's see how many more people I can confuse with time zones. Sorry for the confusion, Thomas. Amazing what sleep deprivation will do to you. Okay, now, in between these little triangles here, we need to bring in a little bit of shading, right? Now, check out how I'm adding that shading to the top of the piece. Now, when you bring down your shading, you don't want to bring it down in a straight line, right? We've talked about that before. And notice how I bring down that little wrinkle from my top area. Okay. Now, what I want you to notice is because I'm adding this slightly darker color in between the fringe, it's giving us a really neat dimensional look. And you know that I'm all about dimension and detail, right? Okay. And I also want you to notice that I'm taking the time to color in between the triangles and the balls. I'm not just coloring over everything to get that dark shading. Kitty, good night. Now, it takes a little more time to do this, but it is well worth it. All right, let me pull out. Guys, check out how cool that looks. Now, just be sure when you do this that you completely blend it in. You don't want streaks on top of that mattress. Any questions? Do you like the look? Okay, let's play with some sunflowers. Now, as you're doing this, if you feel that you need to add a little more swish to get your folds, go ahead and do it. Okay. So I'm treating these as sunflowers. I think that would look cool. So I'm going to use a bright yellow on the leaves. Hallelujah. And look how cool this is starting to look. Okay. Third one. So Carmen, you said I would rather take my time and get the details, details in, otherwise why color? Exactly. That's exactly right. Coloring is not a race. Okay, let me pull out. Okay, Maggie, thank you. Miss Kitty, good night. Okay. Now, I am not a fan of having images with like lots of dots and patterns on them and the whole bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a solid brown. Happens to be a Color Burnt Umber number 186. So guys, let me ask you this question. How many of you have slowed down in your coloring since you've been watching my broadcasts? And how many of you have lightened up on your pencils when you go to color? Okay, notice how I'm running that brown around the edge? And I'm making a jagged edge with it. And then I'm going to come back with an orange. So Carmen, you hear me in your head, details, guys, details, and I have definitely been nicer to my pencils. And I'm sure they appreciate it. Your pencils will color their little hearts out if you quit strangling them. Jolly, you've always been slow coloring, but I definitely changed how heavy-handed you are. Cool. Okay, orange. Now, I'm going to go back and pull that orange up into the flower, into the petal. Surprise! Check it out. Sarah, you've lightened up and you turn your pencils. Excellent. Now, Sarah, do you feel that you're getting a better coloring with it? Now, I'm going to put a little tip of orange on my petals here. Just a little teeny tiny. And then back with my yellow to blend that in. Have you guys noticed a difference in your coloring since you've been doing that? Excuse me. Look how cool this flower looks with the blend of the yellow and the orange. Miss Sandy, good night. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of Payne's Gray. And I'm going to... Oh, Sandy, you've got a WIP of Lucy. Sandy, if you hold on a second, I'll find it and show it. Check out how cool that flower's looking. Oh, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? Sarah, more layers and you can color dark grayscale. Sandy, don't forget to add a little darker color on those beads on the left-hand side. You want to make that little C so that they're more dimensional. Yeah, and again, this is from the book. It's Historical People on Postage Stamps. I'm going to put in the link to that one more time if somebody decides to pick it up. There you go. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Isn't that cool how that's looking? Okay, next one. Start with your brown. Make your edges rough. Sarah, I think you're going to like it. Then we come out with our orange. Notice how I'm pulling the orange into the yellow. Let's go ahead and tip the yellow petals. Notice that I'm not tipping them the same way each time. And then we'll come back with our yellow and we'll blend it. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of Payne's Gray, just to add that little extra oomph to it. Remember, our centers are black. Thomas, good night. I'm on for about another, I don't know, 7 minutes. All right, let's do our third one. Brown. See how I'm making those edges uneven? Orange. Let's do the tips. Back with my yellow to blend that orange. And then a little bit of my Payne's Gray. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that that's awfully pretty. Okay, now question. What do you normally see behind a sunflower? It's a 3-letter word. Oh, that's a reasonable answer also. Jolly says sun. Where does the sun live? In the sky. There you go. What color is the sky? Mostly. I'm going to turn my page here. Blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a light blue. Now I'm going to run over a little bit, so bear with me. Now, don't forget to change your pencil direction if it gets a little streaky. As well as what? Doing your little circles. And don't forget to get your little teeny tiny areas here in between the petals at the bottom. And I'll tell you what, you'll really see how cool this looks when I pull out. Okay. Let me pull out and then I'm going to stop here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, you know I'm going to do more to this, right? But not tonight. Otherwise, Moggy's going to get anxious. Okay, guys, we worked on 2 projects tonight. This is from my book, Celebrating the 4th of July Jubilee. I'm showing you how to do fireworks. I'm happy with the way that's turning out. Wait until we do the eagle. You'll really love it. Then my next image, Vintage Classic Coloring Jubilee, Jubilee. Vintage Classic Coloring Pages, Volume 4. I am having a field day with these different mattresses, as you can see. I want to spark your imagination. Okay, guys. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. Have a great rest of the evening. I have 3 requests. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, please share this broadcast to your timeline. And number 3, if you belong to different groups, please share your images to those groups as well. Okay, guys, take care. I think we done good tonight. I love the way the sunflowers are turning out. Love you guys. You know I mean that. If I didn't love you guys, I wouldn't be putting up those 3 Monday Truths every Monday. I see you guys have been liking that as well. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.